This is the start of our asylum walls for the outside. We're going to route it out to make it look like brick, paint it with the gray mortar color underneath, and then we're going to do the red brick look on the outside with a couple of different shades and build a frame, and that will be the outside of the asylum. This was actually given to me. As well as anybody knows, this stuff is not cheap. Some of it's kind of, you know, worn down because it is kind of old, being, you know, ate through by bugs. But I think it gives it character because it has these little tiny lines in it, and it looks like cracks that are starting in the brick, which I think is awesome. So I'm gonna get these all pulled apart, get them washed off, and we're gonna start routing the brick wall. Here is the start to the brick wall.
Okay, we're getting ready to cut another piece of the brick wall here. As you can see, the layout lines are on both edges and across the bottom here. We'll explain real quickly how we get to those measurements. Ours, we're doing 4x12 bricks, which you'll see the 4-inch marks up the side on both sides, and then the 6-inch marks across the bottom to make the 12-inch bricks. We start off at 5 3/4. Where you get that measurement from is if you look on the bottom of the router, from this edge to the center of the bit is 1 3/4 inches, and we want to make a 4-inch brick. So our first line is going to be at 5 3/4. That way you're adjusting for the offset of the router. If your router has a bigger space, your first line would be further away. If it has a smaller gap here, your bottom line would be closer, maybe 5 inches or 6.5, whatever it needs to be. And then once you make that first mark, then you can measure every 4 inches and go the rest of the way up, or whatever you want it to be. If you want to do 2x8 brick, 8x16 block, whatever you want it to be, you can adjust accordingly. You just have to make sure your first line, you adjust for your offset of your bit on your router. Okay, as you can see, just showing you real quick what I was explaining earlier about the offset. If you can see on the tape measure, there's our mark at 5 3/4, but the center of the brick is at 4 inches. And now as we go up, we'll move it every 4 inches, and all the lines will be 4 inches exactly apart. And that's what your offset is. Whatever if you're using a router, a Dremel, whatever you're using to make your marks, whatever your gauge is on the bottom, you need to adjust accordingly. And that's kind of what we're doing here. That'll show you why we set the first line at 5 3/4.
One of the last 4 brick walls that I have to paint. I started painting them yesterday. They look absolutely amazing. It looks so real that I don't even know. It just looks so good. I'm gonna have to do the sides so the pink doesn't show when we go to butt these up together. And I'm still going to put another little bit lighter coat than what's on there now to make it look like a mixture of colors, like real brick. Here is the finished product of our brick wall. You can see that I put the second coat of shade on it. It's a lighter color to give it that brick look, and I think it turned out really good. I'm excited, and so thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe to our channel, and we appreciate everything and you watching.